welcome back to my channel. This week's video is going to be a little different. This video is mainly for people who have a cat and are looking to bring a second cat into their home, especially if you have a male cat and you're looking to bring a second male cat into your home, because apparently that's like the #1 rule never to do. So to start off, I have two cats, Mason and Jasper. Mason I got first and Jasper I got second. So I wanted a cat for the longest time and my dad surprised me with Mason. He was a rescue cat and he was like the shyest cat. And bringing a cat that is like terrified into a house with like 9 people could be really difficult, but when you first get a kitten and they're really scared is to let them like be scared. Let them hide under the bed. They're hiding, don't force them to come out. I had these like track pants with these super long strings. I would sit on the floor and I would like stretch the string all the way and I would just put it under the bed and wiggle it. So he would play under the bed and then little by little I would drag the string out so he would follow it, but he would see me and then he would get scared. So then I would put the string back underneath and then take it out, and then he kept seeing that I was the one playing with him, so he wanted to come out to play with me. And then little by little I would put the string closer to me so he can like, get a sense of me. You can't force your cat to like you. The cat will like you eventually. Like you can't force it on them because see you as that person that's like scary. It's not hard to take care of Mason. He literally just sleeps all day and he hides, but he comes out when he wants attention. He's really easy to take care of, and I thought if we got a second cat that would destroy it and he would become psycho. I was happy with the one cat, but my dad really wanted a second cat. I didn't care what kind of cat we got, but like apparently you're never supposed to get a second cat as a male if you already have a male, because your male cat thinks he owns territory. And if you bring a second cat in and he's male, he's going to want to claim territory, but the first cat already has territory and there's going to be cat drama. If we would go to the store and we would want to adopt a male, they'd be like, do you have a cat? Is he male? Oh, you shouldn't get him then. Like, you should get a female. And they would always push you to get a female, but like I never found female cats. The cats for adoption, they were always male and they were always so cute. And I'm like, why can't I just get it? So me and my dad happened to go see some cats one day and they were all male. We got Jasper, and in the car I was like so scared to go home because I thought Mason was gonna hate me. I walk into the house, I'm like showing everyone the cat, and usually Mason's hiding, so like I was like, okay, when Mason comes out I'll show the cat, because I didn't read anything. Like I just thought I was gonna put the cats together and they were gonna be fine because Mason's so chill. Mason finally came out from under the bed. He was chilling on my dad's bed, so my dad was holding Mason and he's like, bring Jasper into the room, like let them introduce each other. My dad was holding Mason and I was holding Jasper, and they weren't even close, and Mason started hissing, and Mason never hissed in his life. I literally started crying. I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna hate each other, they're gonna kill each other. He hissed again, and it was like a scared hiss though. It wasn't like a mad hiss. Like he was terrified and he was hissing because I think he wanted my dad to let go of him so he can run under the bed. I was like, that's it, like they're gonna hate each other. And I was like, they're right, you should never bring 2 guy cats into the house, like this is gonna be so horrible. And then later that day Mason threw up 3 times, and I don't know if it's because he was stressed. I was like panicking. I was like, that's it, we have to get rid of Jasper. Like Mason's stressed, he's throwing up, he's hissing at him, like this is not gonna work. So then I googled like so many different things. So this is what I did and it worked perfectly, because now Mason and Jasper are best friends. He slept in my sister's room. Put Jasper's litter box and his food in her room, and we kept the doors closed 24/7, so he was always in Amria's room. I would go in there during the day and play with him, and then I would also make sure I was playing with Mason, so they were both getting love. I bought Jasper this bed and this blanket, so I would let Jasper sleep on that at night, and then during the day I would bring it in Mason's pole and put it on Mason's pole so he can get that sense of the cat, because they're not supposed to see each other for a week. Like they're supposed to smell each other so they know that they're not going to harm each other. So Mason would get his scent on the blanket, and then I would give it back to Jasper, so they were getting each other's scents. And I would make Jasper play with the toy and then give it to Mason, make Mason play with the toy. And sometimes Mason wouldn't want to play with the toy because he could sense Jasper's smell on it. I would go into Amria's room. He knew there was another cat there. He would always stick his hands under the door while I was in Amria's room playing with Jasper. So what Jasper would do is he would run to go play with Mason's paws, and they would play with each other's paws, and that is really important for them to do because they're seeing that they're both playful and not harmful. Like that is the only way your cats are supposed to communicate for the first week, is by their paws under the door playing. Bring Jasper into my room and close my door so he would get used to my room, and then I would leave Amria's room open and let Mason round around, like go around the room and smell where Jasper's been sleeping and smell his litter box and like look at his food. It was like the 6th day and I brought them both from my room and I closed my door, and the first thing they did was start fighting, and I was like, are you kidding me? They hate each other. I could never tell if they were play fighting or if they were actually fighting. What I would do is he would both hold them like Jasper in this hand and Mason in this hand so they can smell each other, and like, they slowly stopped fighting. Like Jasper would be somewhere and Mason wouldn't be attacking him, but he would always bite his neck, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's trying to kill him. But then I remembered, even like my mom was saying that like cats in the wild, they always bite like their infant's neck to carry them places, and I read online that like the mother would always bite the kitten's neck to get their attention or to make them stop being bad. He would like always bite his neck, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's like hurting him. But then I later would see that he would bite his neck and then he would lick him, so like he was clearly trying to groom him. And then I would slowly see Mason trying to like mother him. Also, something I had to do was, we have this cat pole in my room, and that's like Mason's cat pole, and Mason's very protective over that cat pole, so Jasper would always sit in Mason's spot, and Mason would get so mad because that's like his. And then today, like Jasper's in Mason's spot, Mason would literally just sit on him and make him go flying out. So then I started to introduce Jasper onto the top layers, so like that would become his. By like the 3rd week, that's when they really started to like get along, and like would always be licking each other, and it was so cute because Jasper would literally put his hands around Mason's neck and hug him, and Mason would be like licking him. And okay, I just went to go look at my cats and see, look what they're doing right now. It is the cutest thing in the world. Look how they're sleeping. It's so cute. We're best friends now, right? Are you guys best friends? I think that's everything I have to say. If you guys have any more questions, leave them down below and I'll answer them. I feel like I just rambled, but hopefully this helps you guys out. Not impossible to bring 2 guy cats into one house. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I post every Monday and Fridays, and I'll see you guys in a brand new video. Bye!